chasing the cash, I just can't get enough. I've been in it, still in my bag. Watch how I run it up. Spaceship straight to the moon. I had to love a love. Shorty was falling in love. All in a double cup. You know I be chasing the cash. It ain't no slowing down. These people all up in my business. They think they know me now.
Watch how I level up. I'm blowing woods at the shop with a double cup. Yup, niggas know not to fuck with us.
Action, you hear me? You ain't get no action if you ain't get shot by action.
Hundred more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing. 100 more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing. Came in the game so quickly. Sky high, my F-150. First on drop, it's been non-stop. Remember when they ain't full with me. Bitch, swear I won't give him my kidney. Give him anything just to entertain. Now I'm laughing folks about the win this thing in a winner circle with a bigger chain. Like, if my truck is running, then my flag is flying. Bragging, say you country, but you know you lying. Hustle hard, married to my word, until they did my Carolina dirt. Believe in God, put my family first. Country thuggin' till I hit the hearse. Woo. 100 more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing. 100 more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing. Ain't a killer, don't push me. Gorillas in the trees and the bushes. I don't back down, no pussy. Roll up on your boys like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Just me and my rifle, some peace is all I need for survival. If you want me as a rival, get right with the Lord, start reading the Bible. Amen. I'm a little different, but I keep it simple. I'm authentic. Country boy thug. This not a gimmick. I ain't finished. I'm long-winded. Hard. What you see is what you get. I put my heart in it. Hard. Just country thuggin', we came for nothing, now it's all business. 100 more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing. 100 more rats, not the gun in the rack. I'm country thuggin'. Left in the front, squad in the back. I'm country thuggin'. Better watch out when you're talking loud. Them my cousins. Got locked down, I'm popping now. The country buzzing.
That's hard. Yeah. 04 track. 04 track. That's 04 track. You out of South Carolina. Something different tonight.
Sorry guys, we're closed for the night. Oh man. We just need like one drink, literally one drink.
Alright, y'all can have one and that's it.
Hey. So what y'all drinking?
Crown, y'all want one?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby!
Let's go.
Alright. Cheers!
Hold up, darling, where you going? I beg your pardon. I couldn't let you pass me by without letting you know. I don't go out often, but tonight you better use caution. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. You're about to meet my wildest side. Tall, dark, and handsome, too hard to handle. Mama warned me about that. If you got the stamina, I am an animal. Watch out, I might beg. Used to lock on my doors, I never would let them in. But that boy got that dope, yeah, that's my medicine.
tattoos on the arm, made me move to the farm. Yeah, that's the old lady type. Yeah, I basically cooks and cleans. Never made cornbread without the beans. From the Sutherland ditch queen, got me wondering how she fit in them jeans. Hey girl, you should tell your friends to come get with my friends, and we can be friends. Shit, we can do this every weekend. Alright, is it alright with you? You ever did 200 in the Corvette? It's all good, me neither.
Oh, hold up, darling. Where you going? I beg your pardon. I couldn't let you pass me by without letting you know. I don't go out often, but tonight you better use caution. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. You're about to meet my wildest side.
Yo, what's good, man? It's episode 80, and we got Johnny Cashville in the building. It's your boy Squirrel.
It's your boy R.O.B. Hey, he tapping in from, where you tapping in from, fam?
Nashville, Cashville.
Hey, look, this is new shit. I like this.
Oh yeah, man, appreciate it. That's Hannah Banana, man. I just signed her, I don't know, a month ago. We just dropped that about 10, 12 days ago. We're about to drop another one here in a couple weeks too. Super talented girl, man. Super cool too.
She got that sound, bro.
Like Christina Aguilera's that you remind me of.
Yeah, she got that sound.
Yeah, nah, she got soul.
So
definitely got some soul.
So are you an artist yourself, or you just okay, so you're an artist yourself, or are you know what I'm saying? He just told me it's two of your artists. So like, what is
Nah, man. I mean, I used to rap back in the day, man. Like nowadays, I got a little small independent label, man. I do executive producing and writing. I do a lot of writing for these guys. I really just, man, I'm 41 years old, so I'm like, you know, I did I don't know if y'all know who Ryan UpChurch is, man. I executive produced his first 4 albums. And that was like my first artist, and I worked with him, kind of put him in a situation, got him going, and then, you know, we didn't really fall out. We just kind of went our separate ways, and I just stayed with it, just, you know, scooping up, just spotting young talent, man. And when I was like 35, I was like, man, I was about 34. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to continue to rap and be that, you know, 40-year-old rapper really out here trying to pursue the music like that. But I didn't want to get out the game because that's all I've ever known, man. I rap to get out of the streets, man. I you know what I'm saying? I didn't rap for the girls. I just rap to make money. So I just, you know, I find talent, man, put them in the studio, shoot their videos, write the treatments. I kind of do a little bit of everything, man. I keep my hand in the pot. Just what do you say? A master, what is it? A man of many trades, but a master of none. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So when did you get into the music yourself?
Man, I'm from Nashville, I was born in Nashville. When I was 13, I moved to New York, and I lived in Staten Island, New York from 13 to like 18. So I really up there, like everybody rapped then, you know, this is years ago. And like, I just kind of picked it up, man, like on the ferry, on the bus, everybody was rapping and shit. And I gravitated to hip hop. And, you know, I started playing around with it then, and I would like promote clubs and stuff, like throw team parties and shit. Cause I was from Tennessee and everybody wanted to hear me talk. So I just like knew everybody real quick. I was just knowing everybody. When I was like 15, I started throwing like team parties, and then
in New York,
kind of getting into the music then. Yes, yeah, New York. And then when I moved back to Nashville when I was like 18, you know, just trying to get out the trap, man, and trying to get away from doing what I was doing. You know, I did some time in jail and got out of jail and just really started taking it serious, man, and just taking the money that I was getting out the streets and put myself in the studio and putting out mixtapes and just, this is before music videos. Then it started just, then me and Charlie P linked up. I don't know if y'all know Charlie. Me and Charlie linked up and we kind of did a video company together. I kind of, just pushed him like, man, do this video stuff, do this. Like we just kind of went, he was more, somebody just called. So then after that, I was just like, man, I was touring with like Haystack and Jelly Roll and all them. Like I was on like a 60 city tour and I was like, man, I want to go home. I just had been doing so much behind the scenes stuff. I was kind of like seeing my life going that direction. So I just like, man, I want to go home and I want to work with younger artists. It was like 2 weeks later, I linked up with UpChurch and I've been doing that for, I don't know, 6 years now. Like I just been working with like younger artists, man. I feel like this is a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? Like I love music, but it's a young man's game. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's crazy though is you say like the trap in the streets, but a lot of people don't really even realize like when they think of Nashville, Tennessee, they don't even think of that. They just think of country music. You know what I'm saying? They don't really see the hoods or the streets because all they see is what is, you know what I'm saying, downtown.
Yeah, nah. It's they active out here, man, for real. Like it goes down, It don't go down as hard as like Memphis, but it goes down here, man. Nashville, we getting that money out here, man. That's for sure.
Cashville, don't call
country
it
music.
Hey,
yeah,
the old shit, man. Tell us a little bit about Johnny Socket, man. I see welcome to the trap house shit back in the day.
Yeah, the homies, man. Like, man, it's crazy, man. Like, a lot of people don't know this, man. Like, at one point in time, that was like one of the good times. But at one point in time, man, me and Jelly Roll used to hate each other, man. We shooting at each other in club parking lots, and my homeboy beat up his homeboy, and Struggle beat up one of my homeboys, and then we ended up around that time when we did that video, we ended up all in the office building together, like me, Charlie, Sunny Paradise, Concrete Magazine, like just the whole local Nashville scene. We ended up renting office spaces together, and then we ended up cool, and then we fell out after that. Then we, here recently, man, here these last 5 years, man, we're back rocking again. Me and Struggle was always cool. But me and Jelly, we didn't like each other at one point in time, but we cool now, man. Like we just all grown. We've all kind of reached our success, and as getting older, it's kind of like civil rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gunning for that next spot. But yeah, man, them the guys, man. I salute them tough, man. Like super cool dudes, and we rock with each other, man. I love seeing what Jelly's doing right now. It's amazing. Just to see where he comes, because I've been knowing these boys all my life, you know what I'm saying, to see where they came from. And the dude was on Jimmy Kimmel like 2 weeks ago. Like, this is dope. You know what I mean? It's a good look for the city.
Like those the bros, like, man, I do music and shit, so I've been doing music for years and shit. I think we did our first show with Jelly like 2014. You know what I'm saying? I gave Strug his first show when he got out, you know what I'm saying? Up here in Michigan. So like that's all
dope.
So, like when I saw the video and he was like, Johnny Socket, the plug, nigga, I was like, yeah.
Oh, you talking about him? Yeah, man. I still remember that video, dude.
You said what?
That video, that day was wild, man, because a lot of people don't know, like, that was a studio. It was a nice studio, but wasn't nothing hooked up. Didn't nothing work. There wasn't no power. There was barely even power in the building. It was just crazy. It was just like somebody we know was buying that whole building. And they was like, man, y'all can come here and use the studio, but when we get over there, and the studio never really worked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a crazy day, though. It was cool, though.
Yeah, that's hard. So, after you got with UpChurch, what was next on your plate? Like, what was next that you got into?
Man, really, man, I worked with UpChurch for like 3.5 years.
Yeah.
We ended up going our several.
How was that working with UpChurch, actually? Because UpChurch is a huge artist, you know what I'm saying? Now.
No, it was, it was cool, man. Like, like UpChurch came in the game. He was doing like comedy and shit. Like he was big. He was big just with the comedy. He had probably collectively 500,000 followers. When I left, he had 2 million collectively. You know what I'm saying? But I've been noticing how I ain't gonna put on no cowboy boots and no cowboy hat and rap. That just ain't me. I ain't country. You know what I mean? Like I don't do country shit, and I'm just not one of them dudes to do whatever for a check. I gotta stand on something. So but I seen where the game was going. I was like, man, all these white rappers, they're gonna be country rappers in the next 5 years. And him already having that kind of built-in core fan base, and he could rap. You know what I'm saying? He just needed a little help here and there, and just kind of getting him together and pushing him in the right direction with the music. It was cool, man. Like I really rock with dude, man. Like a lot of people, there's people out there that don't rock with him, but like they want to, he racist. Dude ain't racist. Dude ain't never said anything racist around me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just not that character. Like he's really just a cool dude, man. He's just funny, just a country boy. Like this is how he grew up. He just grew up in the country. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question with that. Like you said, you seen it that like the white rappers was going to be country rappers. Like, so what you think that's like the wave now? Like, so like a lot of them was like really hip hop before country, right?
Yeah, a lot of them was. A lot of the older guys were. And yeah, I mean, I think that's the way, the direction the game's going now. I don't know if y'all know who Jamie Ray is. Actually, a homie of mine. He's calling his shit like country trap, but he got songs with
country trap.
Yeah, David Ray.
No, Jamie Ray.
Jamie Ray.
He's from Florida. He lives in Atlanta now, but he just look him up when I got here. He's super dope. But he got like songs with NBA Young Boy and rappers like that. But he reinvented himself and came out with a cowboy hat on and some skinny jeans and some Jordans. But he's shaking it but he's calling his shit country trap. But it's dope because it's a little country, but it's a little bit of trap. Like he in there talking about lean and riding horses. You sipping the lean and riding a horse. But I feel like definitely for like the white rappers, and even some of these like 04 Track, he's a country boy. He just naturally grew up in the country. And to me, it's like shit's hip hop though. Especially if you're keeping it real with who you are. Like everybody can't be the dope boy. You know what I'm saying? So if they like, man, I'm from the country, I'm gonna rap about the country shit. It's good for hip hop. It's good for the culture because it's expanding on some other stuff, and we're as producers, we can mix that country with that rap stuff and make some classic records. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I support it 100%. I think in the beginning of me seeing it, I wasn't with it. But as I knew that's the way the things were going, that's why I just kind of stepped back and said, you know what, let's find these young dudes that want to do this, because I enjoy kind of making the music. Like I think it's something different and something cool. Some of that shit's trash, but you got some artists out there that are really good doing it too, though. You know what I mean?
Facts. So I already naturally thought country in like R&B and country. Like now I hear the rapping, like it meshes already. You know what I'm saying? Like the song types. You know what I'm saying? It already kind of go together. So I think that's a nice little mix. I think you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, and it opens up different doors too, man. And I feel like shit like that's needed right now, man. The way the world is, man. These people are crazy. I didn't grow up like that. Like I said, I grew up in New York, so I'm in a melting pot of cultures. Like I didn't grow up hating somebody because of the color of their skin or their ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, it's to me, I feel like we're so far forward to take all these steps back. So we gotta start going forward again, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit rubs me the wrong way, but it's cool. We can mix these genres of music together, and everybody can mix with each other and get along. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's more the media that tries to like make us not get along. But I don't know. I don't get it. I just wasn't raised like that, though.
I feel you. That's dope. Being in the South, is it like that down there though? Like is motherfuckers like that down there? Being from Michigan, it ain't really like that, but it get like that sometimes. But is it really like that in the South? Do you experience that type of shit a lot?
I mean it is, but it's more like, I think back in the day it was more in your face. I think now just people are low key undercover racist. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's put out there, but it is. I mean, yeah. but it ain't as bad as it was. I don't think, man. I mean, I didn't grow up in that era where I could only imagine not being able to like drink out of the same water faucet as a black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't even make it don't even make no sense to me because we're all human beings. We all bleed the same color. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it.
I never did either. That's the way of the world, though, man. So
being down south, man, you be tapping into that moonshine. I know when I was down there, I was drinking some moonshine with some motherfuckers.
Yeah, nah, they got it. It's my uncle and them always had that shit. I'm not a big drinker, man. I'm a smoker, so yeah, I ain't just too big on drinking no more. I quit drinking about 10 years ago.
So you quit drinking 10 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, I still drink every once in a while. I ain't like sober or nothing, but you know, I drink if I go out. But yeah, I ain't a big drinker, man. I'm a smoker, man. I need to be up there with y'all. Y'all got all the good green. Y'all legal up there now, ain't you?
Hell yeah, that's why I saw. That's why I smoke session with Squirrel. Goddamn it.
Police be parked right outside.
Yeah.
We can look out we can look outside and see the police. They can't do shit.
They can't do shit. Yeah, I can't wait till because you know we ain't legal here. I mean, we ain't even got medical legal here, man. And I'll be going up doing a podcast out in Virginia, and they legal in Virginia, man. He be sending me home so lovely. I'm just like, man, I can't wait till it gets legal. But you know, we're in the Bible Belt, man. It's gonna take a while for the South to get legal. I think Florida's legal now. I think they're just legal for medical. I don't think they're legal for recreation yet. But
that's just in Florida.
Y'all being in the Bible Belt, y'all gonna be the last motherfuckers to get legal.
I tell them, man, Tennessee's gonna be the last one. Tennessee and Kentucky is gonna be the very last ones, man. Because we got them motherfucking politicians, they strict on that shit. And what I don't understand is legalize that shit nationwide, man. That's gonna get us out of debt. That's gonna put so much money in people's pockets because you know they're gonna tax it. It's gonna fuck the black market up.
Hey, because it's gonna fuck up all the motherfuckers they done locked up for this shit.
Got to correct that.
Yeah.
And that's why people doing bids 15 for weed. You know what I'm saying?
For weed. That shit crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They
motherfuckers out here raping little kids and getting out before motherfuckers that got caught with 10 pounds of weed are. That shit is wild to me. It don't even make no damn sense.
That shit crazy, man. I don't even be thinking about not legal in other states, man. I just be blowing. That shit crazy.
We ain't over it.
Y'all lucky, man.
But I'm so glad that we was able to at least make you get on today, because when I was in Nashville last time, man, I so meant to get with you. I was trying to juggle so much shit, and I was only there for 2 days trying to make all these things happen that I had set up. And I was like, man, I remember you had got the studio and everything. I was like, damn, I felt bad as fuck, but man, I was happy as let's get it. So you the first one we ever did over the call and shit. So I was glad to be able to on the video call and shit. So I was glad to be able to have you on.
Oh man, it wasn't no big deal, man. I know how it gets, man. Especially when you coming into town, man. I know how it gets. It ain't no big deal. It is what it is, man. I'm glad we got the link back up though. I thought you was here again. That's why I was like, where I need to pull up to? And he's like, how we gonna do a video call? I was like, really, it worked out better because I've been running around all day, man. I couldn't get myself together.
Yeah,
I seen you came up here. You did one with my boy Cub, man. I love Cub to death, man. Hey, big homie, man. I love Cub.
Hey,
he's a trip.
He one of the top 5 funniest on the internet, man. I know, but you know what I'm saying? I know you one of the funny mans on the internet too. I wanted to ask you about that, man. When did you start getting into the funny shit and the funny videos and shit, man?
Man, I always been just naturally funny, man. But about 2 years ago, I'm like, I do the shit out of boredom, bro. But I didn't realize, like, you know, I got almost 30,000 on YouTube and about almost 25,000 on Instagram just from them funny videos. Damn. That's really where my following came from, man. I started doing them funny videos. People fuck with that shit, man. And I was just doing it for fun because there's so much ridiculous shit on the internet. I just be like, man, this shit is ridiculous. These people know that they crave that attention. So I just said, fuck it, and started making funny videos, and that shit kind of took off.
You just throwing it on like YouTube, or you was posting them on your Insta? Like how was you getting it out to the people?
I was posting it on Instagram and YouTube at first. Now I don't really post on Instagram no more because they have a tendency to block me and take me down, do all that. I had an Instagram account with 45,000 on it, and they took it from me because yeah, I'm a bully. They call it, when I roast somebody, they say I'm bullying them. I'm like, damn, for real. So yeah, I kind of keep it off of Instagram now, but I just because YouTube don't really fuck with me at all. I can do whatever I want to on YouTube.
Instagram just took my shit for no reason too. They just gave it back, but they took my shit too. I don't know
They
why.
will give it back because they took mine. I'm on my backup account now. They took mine about 2 years ago, and then gave it back like a year later. About 9 months later, it just popped up one day, and then they took it again about 3 months ago. So I just went to my backup account. Hopefully, I'll get that other one back. But that's what they do. They don't even tell you nothing, man. Just be gone one day.
What did I do?
I was like, dang.
Ganky.
Yeah, man. So what's next with the?
I gotta also be doing artwork, man. I like do these cartoon characters. I don't know if you've seen it. I just recently started doing it.
When you start painting this shit.
Yeah, I be painting. I be doing I call it trap tunes. So I take the cartoon characters and have them pouring up the lean, smoking the weed and shit.
Oh.
And the crazy thing about it is, man, them things, I sell them for 125 to 150. I could post one of them and it's gone in 24 hours. Them things are selling like crazy. So I just kind of found me another little lane.
You got all them subscribers shit, and you only got one. Them bitch bound to go because somebody want it.
It gotta go. Yeah, it goes quick. And I'm like, yeah, and I can do them all day. It's shit fun to me. I should have been pushing that line, but I'm thinking about taking them and putting them on T-shirts and shit too, and trying to get a little merch line behind that shit. You know what I mean?
Then you can capitalize off the image more than just one time. You can get that image marketed on this. We're gonna do a set run of this shirt. You know what I'm saying? Bam.
And still have it as a painting them bitches twice. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went and got me an iPad and shit. So I'm learning. I'm teaching myself how to draw on there too, so I can do the NFTs and I can start doing graphic arts because I can draw. I've always been able to draw since I was a kid. I just never took it serious. I ain't picked up no pen or no paint or nothing like that. I ain't picked that shit up since I was in high school, and I just picked it back up and started doing it. But that goes back to New York because in New York, everybody does graffiti, and I was one of them dudes doing graffiti. I can take a spray paint can and I can fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
I always thought that was a nice.
Now that I'm older,
with the graffiti shit dope.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's hip hop though. That's where we originate from.
So that shit was illegal though.
A lot of these look
in New York, right? Y'all couldn't.
Oh yeah.
Supposed to do that shit, right?
Nah, you ain't supposed to do it, but man, it got so out of hand, man. They couldn't do nothing about it. There were so many people. They call it writing. Really, is what they call it, writing. There's so many people writing. You couldn't stop that shit. But I would get up on I would do trains and do big pieces with spray paint. 10 different colors of spray paint and shit. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it in Tennessee and get away with it. But big cities, man, you can kind of get away with stuff like that. You do that shit in Tennessee, well, they're gonna lock your ass up.
They hit you with a
but we ran from the police plenty of times.
Destruction of property. They tear your ass up.
Yeah, vandalism.
That's shit crazy. So what do you? Is it freehand your paintings and shit, or you know what I'm saying? How do you do it? What's the process?
Yeah, man. I really use the paint markers. They're markers really, but they're paint markers. I just get on there and do it. I get them on. I do them on little canvases and stuff. I use a little bit of paint too, but really I just use them paint markers because just like with a pencil. I just get in there and go to town, man. I can do one in about an hour and then come back and paint it. Paint it in and let it dry. I let it dry for about an hour or two and come back and paint it in. But my people trying to get me into doing the shoes and all. I could do whatever. I've always been just real creative.
I was just gonna ask you ain't do no shoes or nothing like that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get into that though, because I've been seeing. I watched. Now that I'm kind of in that community on that Instagram page I got for that stuff. Man, they be hooking them shoes up. I said, man, I can do all that. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That'd probably be easier than painting on a canvas, really.
Yeah, it be good. I got this my man from Chicago finna do this. I can't think of his name. He be going sick on Instagram. This shit bad. This shit bad. No, I was just looking in your notes.
So what's the highest view video you got on your funny videos?
Man, I think I don't even know, bro.
Crazy.
I think recently I got one that's like 85K right now, but I got some higher than that. 150K. I ain't went too crazy. But I sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. It's just with YouTube, it's just staying consistent and staying on that. I really want to do what y'all are doing, though. I really want to get in that podcast world.
That's what I was when I was down there
I
with
was trying to
doing for Cook Up. He was telling me, he was like, man, I got all the shit to do the podcast. I just need to set it up. Like, there's certain people, man, like you got that voice and you got a crazy following, man. Like same thing with like him. Like it'd be easy to get people to tune in because you're funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People want to see that shit.
Man, that's what I've been telling him. I've been telling him that for 3 years now. I got the stuff, Johnny. Let's do it, and we don't ever do it because me and him, we would kill it.
I told him when I was down there, I was like, bro, let me know. Because he told me he had it. I was like, bro, let me know. I'll come down there and set you up and show you everything. How to set your whole shit up for you and all that. You know what I mean? So we got to get on his ass. I'll make a trip back down there. Shit.
Yeah, when you come, that's what we need to do. We need to link up and just kidnap his ass and say, man, we finna do this podcast. We finna set this shit up. Nah, because, I mean, we talked about it plenty of times, man. We got to do this podcast because we the front. I mean, that's what, we on two different sides of it, too. He got the hood. I got all the white folks. We bring them together, man. It's going to go down. And, because we was both, like, even the Young Buck situation, we both was making funny videos back in on dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was killing it.
Hey, so
David.
What was your take on that Buck situation shit?
Man, that shit was ugly. Man, that was ugly. Man, listen, man. Look, it's 2022, man. Man gonna do what they want to do. I ain't here to judge nobody. I ain't in all that, man. But it was, huh?
Do you think they be getting tricked or they be knowing? Did he know or did he get tricked and then find out?
Man, I don't know. You gotta listen to the phone calls, man. That's what killed him. Is he on the phone talking to the thing? I said, man, this is ugly. This is ugly, but like, and nobody would never expect that. And I'm not into kicking a man when he's down though, because I kind of backed off of it after a while and was like, I ain't gonna dog you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and truth be told, if that's really how he is, he should have just came out with it because he would have blew back up. He would have blew back up off it. Just because nowadays that shit's acceptable.
No, he was too tough.
He was too deep in.
Yeah, he was too tough for it to work. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was scrambling, trying to figure out how to quiet the situation. Damn, that's funny.
Yeah. Nah, they got Benzino out there like that now. That's hilarious, man.
With the
man.
Dang, for real? Benzino?
Yeah, Whack 100 be talking about it all the time.
Damn, Benzino, I ain't know that. I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, big straw.
Yeah, you gotta look that one up.
Neck bone.
Yeah, they said they got a video of him with the dildo in him and everything.
Dildo. Whoa, that's explosive. Why do they let motherfuckers record them? What would they be doing, man? What the fuck? I don't understand. That's so stupid.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, so it be them old men too, though.
Yeah.
Benzino like 60.
Hell yeah, Benzino funny as hell.
Nigga, you know that's a nigga.
Yeah, they know. Some of them you can't tell, but you know.
You know, shit. So with the man shit, with the artists, what's the next thing that y'all trying to do with your artists? Are you trying to push them to a label, or I know you're an independent label, are you trying to push their songs to, because you in Nashville, so you got a lot of different opportunities than people probably locally here would have by just streaming. Like you got Music Road, like you got, you know what I'm saying, you got all kind of opportunities your way.
Yeah, definitely. Like with Hannah, man, like like I told her straight up. I said, listen, we're gonna get these numbers up. We're gonna get you popping because she ain't never dropped a song. That was her first song she ever dropped. I said, we're gonna get. She got a little TikTok. She got a little TikTok following. I said, man, we're gonna get them numbers up. We're gonna take you straight to the labels because when I was doing the UpChurch thing, I got in with Big Machine. I got in with Universal. I got in with Sony because they were trying to get him. So I still got all them people. You know, I still got their numbers in my phone. I said, I got to get them numbers up. Once I get them numbers up, I'll take you in the shop and get you a deal. I ain't messed up with it. I feel like, you know, especially her, she could be on CMA. She could be on the CMAs one day. Like, she could really take it to that level. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch the video before I did it. And I told him, I said, man, she got that sound like she should be on the radio. Like, I would hear that type of shit. And with the rap song, like he said, with the rap verse on there, it meshed. That's why they throw Nelly ass on everything. You know what I'm saying? They make that cultures together.
Good. It sounds good.
So I know you were saying something about getting her on the pod, so we definitely gonna get her on the pod. And shit, we're gonna have to send y'all some raw vocals and shit before she take off, man. So that was her first song. We got a song.
I got you.
A couple songs for her. Shit, she cold. I like that.
I got you. I got you. No big deal. Shit.
Her end track, that shit bad.
For sure.
I like that. I like that shit because it's different. Like, we from Michigan, so like I'm sure down there you done heard like the Detroit sound and like the Flint sound that's coming out of up here, like because it's starting to take off. But that's like a lot of all you hear because everybody trying to sound like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to hear people coming from somewhere else and it's different.
Facts.
You know, I'm a big fan of a lot of rappers from Michigan, man. Like a lot of them, man. Not just Eminem either. You know what I mean? Like I'm be on Trick. Back in the day, I was on Trick. God, who else? Man, I even like the ICP dudes, man. I just kind of like what they did with, like, man, them dudes just got fans. You know what I mean? Like
they changed it like underground with like merch and like merchandising and shit. Like people in the industry wasn't doing that before ICP. Like them motherfuckers took it to the extreme with merchandising.
Yeah, you know
right. T Grizzly, he hard. Like, yeah, now y'all got a cool scene out there, man. I always have, really. But yeah, man. Yeah, I do respect them dudes, though, man. I think, like, you know, it's different. But I'm just like that. I respect anything different, man. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I ain't going to ride around listening to it, but I respect the movement. I actually performed there at the Gathering of the Juggalo. I performed there like 3 years in a row on the second stage. I wasn't on the main stage. I was on the main stage with DJ Paul and them. And 3-6 Mafia one time. That was like my last year being there. Me and Charlie was out there with the cameras and shit, filming them. Was backstage with them though. But yeah, man, that Gathering of the Juggalos, man, that thing crazy, man. Them people out there crazy.
Face painted and shit.
Yeah, I know that. The Gathering.
Yeah, it's wild.
Starting like 2 weeks and shit.
Yeah, it's wild. That's a crazy thing right there. I know the boys got plenty of money though.
I know you said you was on the main stage with 3-6 Mafia. I'm real close with Lil White, man. I saw a couple pictures with you and White, man. Tell us a little bit about that relationship.
Man, I love Lil White, man. That's like my brother, man. I love that dude to death. Me and Lil White were like when he was doing that stuff with Jelly Roll, man, we was cool, but we didn't really get cool until like a year or two later. I had like a 4 show run out on the West Coast. I think it was Seattle. It was like 3 or 4 dates right in there, like in Seattle and Colorado and Humboldt County. I think was one of them. And he was on the bill with me, like he was headlining, and I was kind of like co-headlining with him. And the fucking dude, man, the promoter didn't like Lil White, but liked me. And Lil White dropped his wallet at the airport on the plane and left it on the plane and couldn't get a rental car. And the dude was riding around in a big limo truck, man, and wouldn't give Lil White a ride to the shows. So I ended up standing up for him like, nah, bro, you're not going to do my bro like that. We both from Tennessee. You ain't doing that. He riding with us, and I just kind of put my foot down, and then we just automatically got real, real close. And we've been close ever since, man. White's a real good dude, man. Super good dude. He a legend, too. Like, truth be told, man, he put it down.
What's so crazy, though, is I grew up listening to White, man. And White, we ended up getting cool. Like, we did a lot of shows and shit, like, with him and Jelly and all them type of the circle of artists, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up with off the Oxycontin Xanax bars song and shit. You know what I'm saying? As a young kid in middle school, and man, we ended up getting close with White. I'm with the group Prime Suspects. White ended up sending us a picture. White ended up getting our group logo tattooed on the back of his leg, and that was like crazy
Hard.
for me and shit. Cause like I grew up listening to this motherfucker, and now we cool and shit. Like done been to the crib, and I've been to his crib, and these some real good dudes.
Yeah,
man.
he a good dude, man. He was my family, we was on vacation up here in the mountains, and he called me. He said, "Man, I'm on the way. We coming in, and we got the family together, went out to eat, hung out at the cabin and shit. Just real cool dude, man. Real humble dude. I always been 100.
Man, I don't know what it is, man. I just think everybody down there that Southern hospitality really be real and shit. Cause like I feel like everybody I come across down there that I done met, whether it's music industry or like through the scene or whatever, like everybody always had the most respect. Like they show love, like even if you know what I'm saying, they don't gotta show love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. It's real.
On the blood. Don't run into a nigga like that.
So what's your next plan? Like I know you said you're gonna start. You think about a podcast and you're gonna continue with the videos. Are you thinking about just to make sure you just keep putting out more content, or you got some things planned that you're trying to do?
Yeah, man. I'm kind of going through this weird phase, man, where I kind of want to do something different, man. I kind of want to take my life into, I want to start doing like new construction and building houses and buying property. I want to get there with my life, man. So I'm kind of gonna focus on that. But man, as far as the music, I think I will always have my hand over there in doing stuff. But yeah, I'm just the podcast. Definitely want to do that this year.
Shout out our sponsors, Apple Sky Farms. Shout out Exotic Pop.
Get you some too, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all got some people, man, that y'all thinking that would be a dope fit for the show, artists, a dope business owner that's pushing their brand.
Western football players,
an athlete, you know what I'm saying? We definitely want to tap into athletes too, you know what I'm saying? It's not just about that, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you can smoke, cool. If you can't smoke, we'll smoke for you. And you know what I mean? We definitely just want to get everybody on the pod. So if you do have people, let us know. This is episode 80. And tap in, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe. Smoke Session with Squirrel. Yeah.